Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Hodges, and welcome back to another episode of Technology and Cybersecurity Explained. Today, we're exploring one of the most transformative forces in cybersecurity today, artificial intelligence, AI. AI is not just a futuristic concept, it's actively reshaping how we detect threats, respond to attacks, and protect digital environments. Let's dive in. These four concepts represent the core ways AI is being applied to modern cybersecurity. Each approach helps organizations detect threats faster, respond more effectively, and proactively protect systems. Machine learning algorithms analyze vast amounts of data to identify patterns that indicate normal versus suspicious behavior, detect anomalies in network traffic, endpoint activity, or user behavior, predict emerging threats based on historical trends, reduce false positives by learning from previous alerts, enables security teams to scale detection beyond what human analysts could achieve manually. Large language models like GPT or other AI models process and understand textual information at scale. In cybersecurity, LLMs can analyze logs, alerts, and reports for patterns, generate summaries and threat intelligence reports, assist in creating automated playbooks or documentation. LLMs provide contextual understanding and enhance decision-making for security teams. Behavior analytics focuses on identifying abnormal patterns in user and entity activity, detect insider threats, compromised credentials, or malware activity, establish baselines for typical behavior and flag deviations, provide actionable insights for investigation and response. Behavior analytics helps detect subtle threats that signature-based methods might miss. Automation leverages AI to continuously monitor systems and detect threats in real time. Trigger alerts or responses automatically integrate with SOAR platforms for workflow execution, reduce response time for high-confidence threats. Automated detection allows SOC teams to focus on complex analysis while routine threats are handled programmatically. AI technologies bring significant advantages to cybersecurity operations, enabling teams to respond faster and more effectively to evolving threats. AI can process massive volumes of data in real time, identifying anomalies and potential threats faster than human analysts. This accelerates detection of cyber attacks and allows the SOC to intervene before damage occurs. AI platforms can automatically correlate events, enrich alerts, and perform preliminary investigations. This reduces the manual workload for analysts and ensures a faster, more consistent triage process. Machine learning models and behavior analytics help distinguish benign anomalies from true threats. By reducing false positives, AI enables analysts to focus on genuine incidents, improving efficiency and reducing alert fatigue. AI excels at identifying patterns across large datasets, detecting trends, emerging threats, and subtle attacker behaviors. This ability to analyze at scale uncovers sophisticated attacks that might evade traditional detection methods. These four components highlight how AI and machine learning are transforming cybersecurity operations, particularly in SOC environments. Machine learning models analyze large volumes of data to identify patterns that indicate potential threats, detects malware, phishing attempts, and network intrusions, learns from historical data to improve detection over time, helps SOC teams identify previously unseen or sophisticated attacks. Anomaly engines flag unusual activity that deviates from established baselines, detect unusual logins, privilege escalations, or network behavior, helps uncover insider threats and zero-day attacks, provides early warning before attacks escalate. UEBA uses AI to understand typical behavior of users and devices, identifies deviations that may indicate compromise, correlates events across multiple systems, supports investigations by providing context on suspicious behavior. AI-powered SOC copilots assist analysts in real time, provide recommended actions for alerts, automate triage and enrichment, enhance situational awareness and decision-making, free human analysts to focus on complex incidents. These four functions highlight how AI and automation are enhancing security operations centers, enabling faster, more accurate, and proactive defense against cyber threats. AI helps prioritize and classify incoming alerts so analysts focus on the most critical threats first. Reduces analyst fatigue, filters false positives, provides initial context and enrichment for rapid decision-making. AI and machine learning analyze logs from multiple sources, endpoints, networks, cloud, and applications to identify patterns and relationships. Detect suspicious sequences across systems, helps identify lateral movement or coordinated attacks, provides visibility that would be difficult for humans to achieve manually. AI enables proactive threat hunting by identifying anomalous activity and predicting potential attack paths. Scans large data sets for hidden threats, suggests investigative leads to analysts, reduces dwell time of advanced persistent threats. Automated playbooks allow AI to execute predefined responses for routine incidents. Isolate affected endpoints, block malicious IP addresses, notify stakeholders, and create tickets. This accelerates response and ensures consistent handling of common threats. These platforms represent some of the most advanced AI-powered tools used in modern cybersecurity operations. Each leverages machine learning, automation, and analytics to enhance threat detection, response, and situational awareness. Microsoft Defender integrates endpoint protection with AI-assisted guidance through Copilot. Automates alert triage, provides contextual recommendations for analysts, enhances threat hunting with intelligent suggestions, reduces response times and manual workload. This combination empowers security teams to act quickly while maintaining accuracy. Cortex XSIAM is a unified security operations platform that integrates data from endpoints, networks, cloud, and threat intelligence. Automates incident detection and response, uses AI to correlate alerts and reduce false positives, provides a single pane of glass for cross-domain visibility, accelerates decision-making with intelligent workflows. CrowdStrike Charlotte AI applies machine learning to endpoint telemetry at scale. Detects anomalies and suspicious behaviors, automates initial response and containment actions, supports proactive threat hunting, continuously learns from global attack patterns to improve detection. Splunk's machine learning toolkit enables SOC teams to apply custom models to log and telemetry data, identifies anomalous activity in large data sets, supports predictive analytics for threat detection, integrates with SOAR workflows to trigger automated responses, enables tailored use cases for specific organizational risks. These 4 items illustrate how adversaries are increasingly leveraging AI and automation to enhance the sophistication, scale, and effectiveness of cyber attacks. Understanding these emerging threats is critical for modern cybersecurity professionals. AI allows attackers to craft highly targeted phishing emails. Messages can reference specific users, roles, or recent activities. Natural language generation improves believability, increases the likelihood of credential theft or account compromise. SOC teams must be vigilant for subtle phishing attempts and educate users to recognize suspicious messages. Deepfake technology enables attackers to impersonate voices, faces, or video content. Can be used in call-based scams, executive impersonation, or video communication. Exploits human trust to manipulate employees or partners. Detection requires both technical and behavioral controls. Deepfakes are emerging as a high-risk social engineering vector in corporate environments. AI can automatically generate polymorphic malware. Malware adapts to avoid signature-based detection, can evade antivirus or traditional endpoint defenses, increases the speed and scale of attacks. Detection requires behavior-based analytics, ML-enabled EDR, and proactive threat intelligence. AI can perform large-scale scanning and intelligence gathering, identifies exposed systems, misconfigurations, and potential vulnerabilities, automates the mapping of organizational networks, reduces attacker preparation time, and increases attack efficiency. Organizations must continuously monitor external attack surfaces and apply proactive security controls. These 3 items illustrate advanced capabilities that attackers are now leveraging with AI, significantly increasing the sophistication and effectiveness of social engineering attacks. AI-driven tools can generate messages, emails, and communications with flawless grammar and style. Eliminates the common spelling or syntax mistakes that traditionally tip off users. Makes phishing emails and other communications more convincing. Increases the likelihood that targets will engage with malicious content. AI enables real-time interaction with targets in a believable manner. Chatbots or conversational agents can impersonate trusted individuals, respond to inquiries dynamically, adapting responses based on context, support scams, fraud attempts, or manipulation in near real-time deception, makes attacks more convincing and harder to detect. Attackers can create realistic deepfake audio or video content to impersonate executives, partners, or colleagues. Voice cloning for phone scams, video impersonation for remote meetings, manipulated content for extortion or misinformation campaigns. Deepfakes exploit human trust and visual auditory cues, making it critical for organizations to combine technical controls with user awareness training. As we shift into the adversarial side of AI, one of the most concerning developments is the rise of AI-generated malware. Traditionally, malware authors had to manually write, test, and iterate on code. Today, AI accelerates and automates this process in ways we've never seen before. First, mutating variants. With generative models, an attacker can instantly produce thousands of malware variations, each slightly different in structure, logic flow, or obfuscation style. This allows malware to continuously evolve, making every instance look new to traditional security controls. What used to take months of development can now happen in seconds. Next, signature evasion. AI is remarkably good at reverse engineering how defenders detect threats. Models can test malware against defensive tools, adjust the code, and regenerate a version that avoids those signatures. This turns malware development into an iterative optimization loop, guided by AI designed to bypass antivirus, EDR, and static analysis. Finally, automated exploit development. AI can analyze vulnerabilities, generate exploit code, and even chain multiple weaknesses together much faster than any human operator. It can also scan through documentation, open source repositories, and CVE databases to identify potential targets and weaponize them. What was once the domain of elite threat actors is becoming more accessible due to automation and AI-powered augmentation. The bottom line, AI is lowering the barrier to entry for cyber attackers while simultaneously increasing the speed, volume, and sophistication of threats. As defenders, we must prepare for an era where malware is no longer static, predictable, or slow, but adaptive, learning, and highly automated. As powerful as AI can be inside the enterprise, it brings a new class of risks that every organization must actively manage. The first is data leakage. AI systems, especially generative models, are hungry for data. If employees accidentally feed sensitive information, proprietary code, or CUI, PII into public tools, that data can leave the organization's boundary and become part of external model training pipelines. This is one of the fastest growing compliance and security exposures we face today. Second, we have shadow AI. Just like shadow IT, this occurs when employees or teams quietly adopt AI tools without security approval, logging, or governance. These tools can process sensitive data, make business decisions, or interact with customers, and the organization may have zero visibility or control. Shadow AI grows organically, and if not managed, becomes a major risk multiplier. Then there are hallucinations, AI models generating false, fabricated, or misleading information with high confidence. In an enterprise setting, hallucinations can lead to incorrect financial analysis, erroneous security alerts, misinformed decisions, or even flawed code reaching production. AI assists, but without oversight, it can absolutely steer teams in the wrong direction. Bias is another critical concern. Models can unintentionally amplify societal or dataset biases, affecting hiring systems, customer service interactions, fraud detection models, and risk scoring. This can create not only operational issues, but also reputational and legal consequences for the organization. Finally, we must acknowledge the danger of over-reliance on automation. When teams place too much trust in AI, especially in SOC operations, decision support, or mission-critical tasks, they can lose situational awareness and critical thinking. Automation should accelerate human capability, not replace judgment. Our job as cybersecurity leaders is to ensure humans remain in the loop when decisions carry operational, financial, or security impact. In summary, AI is transformative, but without guardrails, governance, and continuous monitoring, it can introduce new attack surfaces, compliance failures, and operational risks. Responsible implementation is just as important as AI adoption itself. When we talk about AI governance, we're really talking about establishing the guardrails that keep AI safe, compliant, and aligned with the organization's mission. Just like cybersecurity or data governance, AI requires a structured framework, and without it, AI becomes a liability instead of an accelerator. The foundation begins with acceptable use policies. Employees need clear guidance on what AI tools can and cannot be used for, what data can be entered into them, and which platforms are approved. This is where we prevent data leakage, misuse of generative models, and unintentional sharing of sensitive or regulated information. A strong AUP sets expectations, boundaries, and accountability. Next is data classification. AI models are only as safe as the data we allow them to touch. We must classify data, public, internal, confidential, CUI, PII, and apply strict rules that govern which data sets are permitted for training or inference. Without proper classification, AI systems may inadvertently process or expose sensitive information, creating compliance and legal risk. A critical safeguard is human review. AI is not infallible. Whether it's summarizing a security incident, producing code, or generating a customer response, a human must remain in the loop, especially for decisions that impact security, compliance, finances, or reputation. Human oversight ensures accuracy, mitigates hallucinations, and prevents automation from making high-impact mistakes. We also need model auditing. This involves regularly evaluating models for drift, bias, accuracy, misuse, and security vulnerabilities. Auditing helps us verify that AI outputs remain aligned with policy, that data handling practices remain compliant, and that the model's performance doesn't degrade over time. Model audits are becoming a regulatory expectation, not just a best practice. Finally, vendor risk. Most enterprises rely on third-party AI platforms. That means exposure to external infrastructure, unknown training data pipelines, cross-border data flows, and model behaviors outside our direct control. Organizations must assess vendors for security controls, data retention policies, model training transparency, incident response processes, and contractual protections. AI vendors are now part of the attack surface, and they must be governed with the same rigor as any critical supplier. Ultimately, AI governance is not a one-time exercise. It's a continuous life cycle of oversight, auditing, and improvement that ensures AI enhances our capabilities without compromising security, compliance, or ethical standards. When we look at where zero trust is headed, AI is accelerating its evolution in some powerful ways. At its core, zero trust operates on a simple principle: never trust, always verify. But AI allows us to move beyond static rules and into dynamic, context-driven security decisions. First, AI-powered identity analytics. Traditional identity management focuses on who a user is and whether their credentials are valid. AI moves us into analyzing how they behave. It builds a behavioral baseline for every identity: employees, contractors, service accounts, and continuously monitors for anomalies. This gives defenders visibility into subtle signals of account compromise that humans or rules alone would miss. Next, behavior-based access decisions. Instead of granting access because someone has the right role or is on the right network, AI evaluates real-time indicators, device posture, location, time of day, historical patterns, recent activity, and even micro-behaviors like login timing or workflow patterns. If something looks off, AI can automatically step up authentication, restrict access, or trigger an investigation. Access becomes adaptive, not static. Finally, predictive risk scoring. AI can take thousands of signals across identities, devices, and network activity and generate a dynamic risk score for each user. This allows organizations to predict risky behavior or potential insider threats before an incident occurs. Accounts with rising risk scores can be flagged for review, forced MFA, or restricted from sensitive data, all automatically. This transforms zero trust from reactive to proactive. As much as AI enables new offensive techniques, it also gives defenders unprecedented speed and precision in incident response. Defensive AI automation helps us collapse response time from minutes or hours to milliseconds, stopping attacks before they escalate. One of the most powerful applications is AI-driven IP blocking. Instead of waiting for an analyst to verify malicious traffic, the system automatically correlates threat intel, behavior anomalies, and global attack patterns to block known bad or suspicious IP addresses in real time. This cuts off command and control channels, prevents data exfiltration, and stops lateral movement without human delay. Next is automated account hardening, including the ability to disable compromised accounts immediately. When AI detects impossible travel, privilege escalation anomalies, or credential stuffing patterns, it can take action instantly, lock the account, force a password reset, trigger step-up authentication, or restrict access to sensitive systems. This stops threat actors at the identity layer, often the earliest indicator of compromise. We also have automated endpoint isolation. If a device shows signs of malicious activity, such as unknown processes, suspicious file access, unusual network behavior, or lateral movement attempts, AI can quarantine that endpoint on the spot. It removes the device from the network while still allowing the SOC to maintain remote control for forensics. This is a critical capability in ransomware or worm-like propagation scenarios. Finally, malware quarantine and containment. AI-powered engines can detect malicious files not just by signatures but by behavior, execution patterns, memory operations, system calls, or changes to registry and processes. Once flagged, AI can automatically isolate the file, prevent execution, and initiate cleanup workflows, often before users even realize something was wrong. As we look ahead, the integration of AI into security operations is pushing us toward a world of autonomous SOCs, security environments where AI doesn't just assist analysts, it becomes a fully integrated operational layer. One of the most transformational developments is AI-powered deception systems. Traditional honeypots were static and easy for attackers to fingerprint. AI deception systems dynamically generate fake users, fake credentials, synthetic network traffic, and entire decoy applications, constantly changing their behavior so attackers can't distinguish real assets from traps. These systems lure adversaries away from production environments and help analysts observe tactics in real time, all while generating high-fidelity intelligence. Next is predictive breach forecasting. With enough telemetry, identity behavior, endpoint signals, network flows, patch levels, vulnerabilities, and threat intel, AI can identify when an organization is trending toward a breach before the breach occurs. This is similar to weather forecasting. AI analyzes millions of weak signals and identifies conditions that indicate elevated risk. Instead of reacting to incidents, security teams will be able to prevent them by acting on predictive insights. Finally, we are entering the era of AI-native SIEM tools. Traditional SIEMs rely on rules, signatures, and manual correlation. AI-native SIEMs ingest massive volumes of telemetry, analyze patterns across identity, endpoints, cloud, and network, and autonomously connect events that humans would never have time to piece together. These platforms can categorize alerts, prioritize incidents, generate incident timelines, and even propose remediation steps. In some cases, they will take action automatically, closing low-risk alerts containing threats and accelerating investigations. In the autonomous SOC of the future, humans will shift from reactive triage to strategic oversight, threat hunting, and high-level decision-making. AI will handle the noise, the correlation, and the micro-decisions that must happen in milliseconds. This is not replacing the analyst, it's amplifying them. But it also means we need new skills. AI governance, model validation, data hygiene, and the ability to lead human AI operations at scale. The SOC of tomorrow will be faster, more accurate, and more predictive than anything we've seen before, and AI will be the engine powering it. As we conclude today's episode, I want to sincerely thank each of you for your time, your engagement, and your willingness to explore the rapidly evolving world of AI and cybersecurity with me. I look forward to continuing this journey with you in our next session.